Okay, I have an old SelectiVend. It's a model 48, and I think they made these for different companies. At the time, I think Dr Pepper may have been its own brand, so you basically just bought a Dr Pepper. You didn't go and have different choices in a certain machine. You just bought Dr Pepper, apparently, so you knew what you were going to get. I unscrewed that opener there. It's still got one stubborn screw, it won't come out. But I had a question about, I had drilled this out. And the lever, okay, was sitting like that. And I was moving it up and it wasn't moving, and moving it down, it wasn't moving. But what you have to do, you kind of have to bump it, okay, like that. You have to really give it a good, thing. And one reason that I knew that it must flip around was because I saw these marks here, sort of in a circular, semi-circular pattern. I knew they worked, so that has to come around. But I think if you just, crank it on around, put some force. I had to, of course, drill this out. Once you drill it out, you're gonna have, this is what's behind it. And as you can see, I drilled it out far enough where it just finally fell off. And Lord, I don't know where you get another one like that, but who knows? But anyway, you might have to have it machined, or maybe there is a place to find it. I don't know. But anyway, that's the part where the key went into, and you turn the key, and of course there's a mechanism behind that. Yes, or there was a mechanism inside it. I don't really know how it worked. But anyway, you had to get it to turn, and then of course when it turns, it's inside this thing, and you turn it enough and it opens. So simple enough, okay? But then you've got this lock here, and I'm sure it operates very similarly. And like I said, it didn't sound like there was any change in it, unfortunately. But anyway, that's how you get that door open right there. And you've got to get this door open before you can get the big door open, okay? So what it is, I found this hanging in here. And I thought at first it was like, part of a lever or something like that, I was like, well, this has something to do. Then I just noticed it was just sitting in there. And then I looked at that hole and I said, you know what, I bet this is some kind of key, because I looked at the end there and it was a hex, a large, maybe about I don't know, maybe a 5/16 or I don't really know what size that is. Maybe a 3/8, I don't know. But it's all, actually it looks to me like it's a little bit wider than it is on the side. So it's not even really, symmetrical. So this thing was sitting there and I said, well, I bet it goes in that hole. And of course I did. I felt some resistance, and you can turn it to the left. I don't have much luck, but turn it to the right, the door falls open. And then you can get to pretty much everything. You'll have to probably drill out if you don't have the key, you'll have to drill out your change box if you want to get it off. But again, there's nothing in it. No need for me to get that off right now. And when you do, it's going to be similar to that other one, and it's just going to fall out when you're done. But when you get inside, you'll notice that you've got the mechanism here, and probably needs greased. But anyway, it had what, 4 rows of drinks in it, and maybe 5 rows. So that one's letting some out. That lets some out. That one lets some out. That lets some out. So I don't know how it knows. I don't know how it knows which one to deliver from, but I guess when one's empty, it somehow knows. So anyway, I'm not sure what this is. It's got this thing right here on it. That looks like a, what do they call those? It's temperature sensor or whatever, for the thermostat. I don't remember all my words, but for air conditioning, but there's a word for that thing. And then it's got a sensor, and that'll tell the temperature, and I guess it turns, I think that's a fan, I know. So it turns the fan on, and then I think your compressor's down there. down inside there, and then your coil. And I guess there's probably a condenser in there somewhere too. But piece of an old Dr Pepper bottle in there. They had a little accident. And I guess, I don't know what was in here, maybe an extra room for another case of Dr Pepper, I don't know. But nothing else, it might make a nice storage container. Might be able to put stuff in it, you know, and it would take somebody a little while to figure out how to open it. And so yeah, if I can replace this lock, it will, if I can replace this lock right here, it will maybe make a good place to keep stuff, you know. But your coin operated mechanism is right here. And boy, it's really been a long time since this thing was used. But this thing moved up and down. And I guess it went up, I guess when it was out, it went up. And it said sold out and through that little glass right there. But anyway, that's the S-48 SelectiVend machine. And this one's seen better days for sure. But that's how you get into one. And it took me about an hour to figure it out because I'm not very bright. But I did manage to make it through. And so I'm going to close her up for now. And move back to the left. And that should lock it. And then this thing goes through here for storage. And then there you go. And then this thing here flips back over. So I mean, so really, if you don't know how the thing operates, even if you had the key, you know, you still wouldn't, you know, immediately figure it out. So might be a good place to store, you know, valuable here and there. You never know. But anyway, that's the SelectiVend S-48, and like I said, this one's seen better days, but it is a Dr Pepper machine, so I'm thinking it's worth keeping. If nothing else, just for the sign. That is a, if I'm not mistaken, that is probably an enamel sign, and it's from the 50s. So definitely worth keeping. But we'll see what happens. Talk to you next time.